have calls almost every day with brothers, men that are disabled, fighting PTSD, fighting relationships, problems at home. Women, their wives are depressed and can't get out of bed. And these men are just still struggling, on the brink of just ending it all, just wanting to run away, just leave this life behind. The body, you know, may be tired and you may be sleeping, but your sleep is off. Your thoughts, are fogged up. You keep hearing that voice. It's kind of like having that little angel and devil on the one side. And one of the things is always I get is push through it. This is the man thing. This goes back to when I played sports. My coach would say, push through the pain. Don't stop now. You're on the verge of a breakthrough. Have you heard that before? That's usually the case when it gets time to really, you're about ready to break out into a new season. You hit this wall. But then, I begin to hear another voice, and it wasn't the voice of fear. What I believe it is step one. What is God saying to you? This was Jesus. And what he was really saying to me was this: come away by yourself to a scheduled place and rest a little while. He showed me this in the scripture, Mark 6:31. And, this really hit me different because I've read the book of Mark before, but this verse just is one of those things where you probably read through something and it doesn't really apply to you at that point in time. But when it applies to you with what you're struggling, the Lord gave me this verse, and, what it pointed out is Jesus had to rest. He told the disciples to come with him to rest, because, you're a builder. You build, you may be a leader, and you're a man on a mission. You take care of the household. You spent the first 20, 30 years building a career and building a business, raising your children and family to be wore out. At a point in time, maybe the children are gone, and at a time in your life that you thought it would be better, but it's not.